Fox News attacking the Black Panthers. All day, Fox News had updates on a case of alleged voter intimidation that took place during the 2008 presidential election. It involved members of the new Black Panther Party who allegedly intimidated voters who looked like they wouldn't vote for now President Obama. So why is Fox obsessed with a 2-year-old story? Is this a case of civil rights gone wrong, or could it all just be hype to bring down the Panthers? Joining me to help discuss this is Dr. Malik Zulu Shabazz, chairman of the new Black Panther Party. Thanks so much for joining me. So I don't know if you actually got a chance to see some of Fox's coverage. Did you have any initial reactions? I know it's probably beating a dead horse here. You guys have been talking about this Philadelphia voter intimidation story for, it seems like, years now. It has been years. Were you surprised that it popped up back again and it was kind of an update every single hour?
No, I'm not surprised, because I know that midterm elections are coming up, and I have been predicting that the attack would increase as we go into the elections, because this whole so-called voter intimidation controversy is just a tool by the Republicans. These new so-called civil rights Republicans that are suddenly fighting for civil rights, laugh out loud, are now all on the backs of the new Black Panther Party as we go into the election season. So I expect to see ads featuring the new Black Panther Party and further allegations against us, because they're at war with Obama and the Justice Department and trying to bring us down. And so, as you notice, they don't have us on to debate Attorney Adams or the others one-on-one, because they have no intention on being, as they say, fair and balanced. They want to paint us as extremists, and they don't want the truth to come out because they have political purposes. And that's why I'm happy to be here today, to get the truth out.
And, you know, you mentioned that Attorney Adams, who resigned from the Justice Department because they refused to further investigate that case from the Philadelphia polling place. You know, he said that politics and race are the reasons that you guys aren't being investigated. And, you know, Fox had lots of intense graphics, and they said this is powerful, explosive news. What do you make of those statements?
I make of it just part of the right-wing paranoia and playing on racial fears, unfounded racial fears in every way. I say Fox News should be ashamed of themselves. We used to be on Fox for years, but now they won't call us, but they like to talk about us, but they are afraid to talk to me and us. What the public must understand is that these charges had no merit against the organization, the new Black Panther Party. They had no merit against myself as the leader. What the public is not being informed of, that one member who was on video holding the nightstick, in fact, was found liable by the Justice Department, was penalized and prohibited from going to the polls in any form for over 4 years. But there was no merit that this was an organizational conspiracy to intimidate voters. It was not. There was no merit that I conspired to organize this. There was not. And so what is the big controversy about? There's not even one voter or anybody that came to the poll that said that they were intimidated.
Right.
And so for the United States Commission on Civil Rights and for Attorney Adams to try to act like they're so interested in civil rights when they are not investigating Anthony Hill, a black man who was dragged 10 miles in South Carolina behind a pickup truck to his death, and a host of other human and civil rights violations that are going on against our people. But to try to play like they are the inheritors of the legacy of Martin Luther King is preposterous.
You said something just now. You said that Fox News is trying to stir up racial fears. What would they gain by doing that? What's the purpose of that? By
stirring up racial fears, you stir up the Tea Party. By stirring up racial fears, you stir up the anti-Obama vote. By stirring up racial fears, you stir up fears against blacks, against Muslims, and against non-Caucasian Americans. And that produces a voter turnout. That produces the kind of volatile dynamic that they desire in the election season. But I say they will fail. They plan and God plans, and God will be the best of planners. Adams and the Republicans will be defeated in this battle against the Panther Party.
Let's talk about Fox News. They're being called the #1 cable news channel in the country right now. You know, many people have seen how the recession has affected the media. More talking heads spewing their opinions, more channels kind of gearing what their coverage toward a certain audience. Who do you think Fox News' audience is, and why does a story like this appeal to them so much?
Fox News audience is mainly whites, Republican or right-oriented whites, some independents, Confederates, include some hard right-wingers and racist organizations. And so they have a base. It's really the dissatisfied whites in America that are saying they want to take their country back. We interpret that as meaning take our country back from this black man who happens to be the president, the not-so-subliminal message. So they have an audience. The 60% of whites that say that they disapprove of Obama, because his approval rating is only 40% with whites, that 60% that say they are dissatisfied with Obama is Fox News audience. And they're playing on the racial fears of their audience, but they're being dishonest and disingenuous in doing that, and they're even lying to the public.
And they're supposedly number one. Do they represent what 99% of Americans feel? Is that American sentiment today?
I think it's a manipulation scheme, a manipulation machine coming from Fox News, and I can't say any of the others are better. Until you have free and unbiased media in America that wants to get to the truth of the matters without the hype and without the defamation going on, we'll never have truth here. So Fox News is definitely off the path. It's definitely on a manipulation and playing on racial fears agenda. But there are also other forces behind them. There are Congressmen Wolf and Smith behind Fox on this attack. There's other key Republican newspapers, the Washington Times and others, that are driving and using Fox. And now they're even using other networks. But we want everybody to know that the new Black Panther Party is a sincere servant of our people. We're trying to help our people the best we can. The positions we take are a result of the discrimination, the raping, the robbery, the lynching, and the abuses that black people have suffered here in recent times and for over 400 years.
Really quickly, the last time I spoke to you, you said that you were getting ready for a war with the Tea Partiers. Many people would say that a lot of Tea Partiers probably watch Fox News. Is this whole controversy adding fuel to the fire? What's the status on that war with the Tea Partiers?
Well, we'll see Glenn Beck on August 27th on the National Monument. The new Black Panther Party will see him there. Since he's attacking us nightly and he won't talk to us, we'll see him on the National Monument in the National Mall. Other than that, we're just in South Carolina on July 17th helping a black man and his family, a black man named Anthony Hill, who was dragged 10 miles by other Confederates behind a pickup truck, dragged and killed 10 miles. That's what we're working on in South Carolina to help Anthony Hill and his family. But we'll deal with all of these right-wingers, Smith, Wolf, Adams, the Tea Party, Michael Steele, any and all of them. The new Black Panther Party is ready for you out here in America and throughout the world. We're ready to rumble.
Should be a showdown. That's Dr. Malik Zulu Shabazz, chairman of the new Black Panther Party. Thanks so much.